Good morning, everyone. I've been in talks with Nick's family and I'm honoured to be here to honour his memory with you all today. And now for a quote. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. And what's important is not the years in your life, but the life in your years. They've also asked me to read the eulogy. So, this is for Nick. Today, we're not just saying goodbye to Nick. We're celebrating a life that could light up a room faster than Rex chasing his own tail. Nick's story is like a mixtape of laughter, basketball dribbles, and Warcraft victories. Now, Nick's parents, Sheila and Bruce, might have thought they had their hands full with this one, as Nick could be a bit of a handful. In fact, some would call him the maestro of mischief, organising and orchestrating epic basketball showdowns with his schoolmates after school. And those are the days when the driveway was his kingdom, and the sound of bouncing balls echoed like the cheers of a victory parade, as he truly loved basketball. Speaking of parades, let's not forget good old Rex. He's the four-legged legend who trotted beside Nick through thick and thin. He wasn't just his dog, he was the co-captain in his game of life. Always ready for a round of fetch or a casual afternoon walk whenever the moment called. He could not wait. Now, if you ever caught Nick in front of a screen, you can bet that it was not the TV. No, sir. Nick was a Warcraft warrior, conquering digital realms and battling pixelated foes like a true virtual gladiator. He'd strategize with his mates, spending hours unleashing his inner tactician, all while trying to avoid good old Rex trying to jump in for attention. But let's fast forward to his favourite person. It wasn't his mum and dad, surprise, surprise. It was in fact his granddad, Bob. Now Bob wasn't just grandpa to Nick. He was his partner in crime and his accomplice in countless adventures. From fishing escapades to swapping tales on the porch, Bob was the confidant who knew where all the good snacks were hidden, and boy did Nick love getting into those. His love for basketball wasn't just a phase either. It was a lifelong affair. He'd shoot hoops, dribble dreams, and occasionally forget where he left the ball, much to the annoyance of his parents and his neighbours. But that was Nick, making memories and breaking a few flower pots along the way. And what made him light up brighter than his scoreboard? It was his heart. His kindness and warmth were like a cozy blanket on a chilly day. And that infectious laughter of his could turn a gloomy afternoon into a comedy special. Now, as we say farewell to Nick today, we'll do it his way. When cranking up the volume and sending him off with his favourite tune, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. So, let's just not shed tears. Let's remember the laughs, the victories, and the love that Nick spread like a championship game. Our dear Nick, you've left a lifetime of joy, humour, and friendship. And maybe the afterlife be filled with endless three-pointers and Warcraft triumphs. I'd now like to invite Bob up to do a reading for us. Thanks, Bob. Now, being a lover of basketball, we have a slideshow here today, so you're going to see a lot of photos of Nick. And please enjoy the theme from Space Jam, as that was Nick's favourite movie. Thank you. Before we conclude today, I'd just like to let everyone know that the wake for Nick will today be held at the local youth centre. That was a very important place to Nick. It's where he spent a lot of his hours playing his beloved sport. So you're all more than welcome, and that will start at 11 a.m. I'd now like to end with a quote. Farewell to a beautiful person who left this world infinitely better. Thank you. Now, let's crank up Bruno Mars and party.